Good morning, students. Today, in the class of Information Management System, I'm taking the Unit 5 chapter, Unit 5, that is Database Concepts. Database Concepts, issues with the database concepts, and issues with the security issues with the database concepts. In this, we will be dealing with the introduction to the database concepts, then data warehousing and data mining, centralized and distributed processing of the database, security and external issues, control issues in LMS, security hazards, ethical issues, and technical solutions to privacy protection. First of all, what is database? Database, every organization has information that it must store and manage to meet its requirements. For example, a corporation must collect and maintain human resources records for its employees. This information must be available to those who need it. An information system is a formal system for storing and processing information. An information system should be a set of cardboard boxes containing manila folders along with rules for how to store and retrieve the folders. However, most companies today use a database to automate their information systems. A database is an organized collection of information treated as a unit. The purpose of a database is to collect, store, and retrieve related information for use by database applications. Coming down to the second topic, that is data warehousing. Data warehousing is the process of constructing and using a data warehouse. Data warehouse is constructed by integrating data from multiple heterogeneous sources that support analytical reporting, structured or ad hoc queries, and decision making. Data warehousing involves data cleaning, data integration, and data consolidation. Data warehouse as an information source. There are decision support technologies that help utilize the data available in a data warehouse. These technologies help executives to use the warehouse quickly and effectively. They can gather data, analyze data, and take decisions based on the information present in the warehouse. The information gathered in the warehouse can be used in any of the following domains. First of all, in the production strategies, tuning it to the production strategies. Second, customer analysis. Third, operation analysis. So, production strategies can be well tuned by repositioning the products and managing the product portfolios by comparing the sales quarterly, half yearly, or yearly. Secondly, when we move on to the customer analysis is done by analyzing the customer's buying preferences, buying time, and budget cycles, etc. Means buying preferences, what is the taste of the customer? Buying time, what is the time of the purchase behavior? And budget cycles, what is the income of the customer? Okay? Depending upon these, we strategize the warehouse and the information system. Then the third one is operations analysis. On the basis of the production and the customer strategies, operation is streamlined, and data warehousing also helps in customer relationship management and making environment corrections. The information also allows us to analyze business operations. Here, I suppose you are clear with the topic database concepts and the data warehouse information. We can say in crisp language that data warehouse is a storehouse of raw information to be processed for a informative purpose. We have two types of we can integrate data from many sources, and integrating heterogeneous database from with two approaches: query driven approach and update driven approach. Query means in each cases when we come across the data, we uh, we come across the situation, we extract the data with the help of query. While in the update driven approach, we extract the data as per the updates, as per the overloading. No, sir. Coming down to the query-driven approach, this is the traditional approach to integrated heterogeneous databases. This approach was used to build wrappers and integrators on top of multiple heterogeneous databases. These integrators are also known as mediators. Under query-driven approach, we have one process of query-driven approach. When a query is issued to a client side, a metadata dictionary translates the query into an appropriate form for individual heterogeneous sites. Now, these queries are mapped and sent to the local query processor. The results from heterogeneous sites are integrated into a global answer set. But in every approach, we have advantages and disadvantages. So coming down to the disadvantage of the query-driven approach, query-driven approach needs complex integration and filtering processes. This approach is very inefficient. It is very expensive for frequent queries. This approach is also very expensive for queries that require aggregations. Next is update-driven approach. This is an alternative to the traditional approach. Today's data warehouse systems follow update-driven approach rather than the traditional approach. In update-driven approach, the information from multiple heterogeneous sources are integrated in advance and are stored in a warehouse. This information is available for direct querying and analysis. There are advantage, and since update driven approach is very much in use right now, there are depending upon its advantage, this approach provides high performance. The data is copied, processed, integrated, annotated, summarized, and restructured in a semantic data stored in advance. Query processing does not require an interface to process data at local sources. Next is functions of data warehousing, tools, and utilities. The following are the functions of data warehouse tools and utilities. The data warehouse basically is used for data extraction, data cleaning, data transformation, data loading, and data refreshing. Data extraction involves gathering data from multiple heterogeneous sources. Data cleaning means finding and correcting the errors in the data, editing it basically. And data transformation involves converting the data from legacy format to warehouse format. Converting data from legacy format to warehouse format storage, from where it can be processed for the further information. Data loading involves sorting, summarizing, consolidating, checking integrity, and building indices and partitions. Refreshing the data involves updating from data sources to warehouse. Data cleaning and data transformations also are the important steps in improving the quality of data and data mining results. So we can say on the whole that data warehouse is the prior steps towards the data mining procedure. Data warehouse is never static, it evolves as the business expands. As the business evolves, its requirements keep changing, and therefore, a data warehouse must be designed to ride with these changes. Hence, a data warehouse system needs to be flexible. Ideally, there should be a delivery process to deliver a data warehouse. However, data warehouse projects normally suffer from various issues that make it difficult to complete tasks. In this class, I will be dealing with uh, the three main topics: database concepts, data warehousing, and data mining. So here I complete database concepts and data warehousing. Next, moving on to the data mining concept. What is data mining? The process of extracting information to identify patterns, trends, and useful data that would allow the business to take data driven decisions from huge sets of data is called data mining. In other words, we can say it is the process of investigating hidden patterns of information to various perspectives for categorization into useful data, which is collected and assembled in particular areas such as data warehouses, efficient analysis, data mining algorithm, helping decision making. Data mining is the act of automatically searching for large stores of information to find trends and patterns that go beyond simple analysis procedure. Data mining utilizes complex mathematical algorithms. Algorithms means step-by-step procedure to complete the task for data segmentation and evaluates the probability of future events. Data mining is also known as knowledge discovery of data, in short form KDD. So please remember, in MCQs, you may be asked KDD means data mining or data warehousing. Then you need to say KDD means knowledge discovery of data means data mining. Is it clear? Okay. Now, data mining is the process. Again, you can, for examination purpose, you need to have concrete stuff to write. So data mining is a process used by organizations to extract specific data from huge databases to solve business problems. Data mining is similar to data science carried out by a person in a specific situation on a particular data set with an objective. This process includes various types of services such as text mining, web mining, audio and video mining. It is done through software that is simple or highly specific. By outsourcing data mining, all the work can be done faster with low operation costs. Specialization firms can also use new technologies to collect data that is impossible to locate manually. There are tons of information available on various platforms, but very little knowledge is accessible. The biggest challenge is to analyze data to extract important informations. So further, we will be continuing with the advantages and disadvantages of the data mining and types of data mining. Thank you, students, for today's class.